So you'd be like in your home and you think, is my sister a witch? Is my mum a witch? Am I a witch? Am I a witch? Like stuff like that. You start thinking like, what's going on? Like,
caution. Throughout the filming of this video, Nana gets nervous and starts to sweat. You may see under boob sweat alongside pit sweat. Viewer discretion advised.
oh, hello, hey, hi, welcome to my channel. Hi. So today is another story time. Yay, another story time. Like, so story time's like new to my channel, but this one's a little bit different. So I'm gonna show you a little bit spooky. Yeah, it was fucking mad. Like, do you know what I mean? It was mad. It was mad, let's not lie. Basically it was about, she just had control of us. It's just fraudulent pastor. She didn't even deserve the pastor title. She's not a pastor, man. She was a witch. She was rich. She was falling out through spirit. It was just mad. It was just hey. It was like, I'm moving my hands a lot because I don't even know what to do with myself. Like, now I think about it, it's just mad. There's so much that happened, but I can only share a little bit because I'm not gonna remember. Well, I do remember some of it. It's gonna be a mixed match video because it's gonna come to me as I'm speaking. But yeah, it was mad. She was following me through spirit. She was just, and she used to grass me up. Like, every time I do something, she'll be like, yeah, you're always doing this. Like, I remember, like, if I'm seeing someone, she can describe who I'm seeing. Like, well, she's a bit mad. Like, anywho, let's get into the story time. She's no pastor, she's a witch, man. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it. So, from the beginning, so from even before I even knew who she was. So I sometimes have dreams, and in my dream, like, I think God, because I believe in God in it, and I think he speaks to you when you have dreams. I think he reviews to redeem, but I can't interpret my dreams. I don't understand my dreams, but then I'll be like, afterwards I'll be like, okay. So I remember I started, like, my mum was speaking to this pastor on the phone and from Ghana, and I didn't know who she was yet. And then how I asked her about it was when I had a dream. Basically, it was like a woman on the phone, and what happened in that dream was like it was like a spirit entered my house. Like, it just came through the front door. We have 3 floors in my house. It came through the front door, and then it was like just making like weird sounds. Like, it came through the front door. It was like some witch spirit, whatever it was, and it entered the house. It walked up the stairs, and I was just looking at it, and I was like, what is this? Like, and then she was just making noise like, and it was like a white woman. She went all the way up the stairs, and then she went to our, and I thought she was gonna go to my sister's room, and I was like, nah. So I started praying, and then, like, in the dream, and then she went into my loft, and then I don't know, woke up, but then no, I didn't wake up. And then it was like in the dream, that woman was saying something like, the woman on the phone who I didn't know was like the person, the witch I didn't know, like, was speaking to my mum saying, this spirit has entered your house because you're being more prayerful, blah 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 blah. And I was like, so she said be more prayerful and you're fasting, so they don't like that, so the spirit has entered your home or something like that. But what I think through that dream is that she's opened something for things to enter the house. Because ever since we met this woman, mad things was just happening. I was having crazy dreams. I didn't usually get, like, attacked in the dream, like spiritual attacks in the dream, until she came into our lives. So yeah, and then after that I woke up because I was freaked out. I was like, there's something in the house or something in the loft. I've always been a bit curious about that loft. I never go in the loft because it's just it's not even scary. We live in a new house, like, it's a new build. Well, it's not that new, it's 15 years old. It's not spooky, it's not creepy, but every time since a kid looking at the loft I was like, nah, like, do you know what I mean? So anywho, so then I asked my mum, because I always have dreams and it means something, or I asked my mum, are you speaking, when I woke up I asked my mum, are you speaking to a pastor in Ghana? And then she was like, yeah. And then I was like, I told her about the dream, and then she also said, like, what I said in the dream, something about, it's because you're being more prayerful, just fast and it will go, blah 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 blah. And that's how I started to get that, know that woman, or something like that. Yeah, so times go by, and then just mad shit happening in dreams. That's just weird, creepy stuff happening in my dreams. And then this woman, now my mum introduced us to this woman, and we start talking, and then she prays for us, blah blah blah. But then she was saying, like, just crazy stuff. She was trying to like, I think she was trying to cause, she wanted to be in control of her family, and she was trying to cause problems within the family. She was basically trying to say that everyone's a witch in the family, like stuff like that. And then like, so you'd be like in your home and you think, is my sister a witch? Is my mum a witch? Am I a witch? Am I a witch? Like stuff like that. You start thinking like, what's going on? Like she was just doing mad shit, and then I think she was trying to cause divide in her family, and then she was trying to like be in control of everything. So she was basically, should I go into this part? It's just mad. It's like a whole big story. I can't tell you everything. She was basically telling us stuff, and I think because she's not a pastor, I think she speaks to like spirits and stuff like that. I think this world is full of spirits, and I think they're following you around. And then she was like summoning them or whatever, because mad shit was just happening. So what was I on about? Just mad. I've got so much information in my head and it's all coming back to me now. What happened? What story was that? Mate, I'm trying to think of where I was going with that story, because I've got like 5 different stories in my head about what happened. Wait a minute. So, yeah, she was basically, I think she liked summoning spirits because she was following me everywhere. Even she could tell me what I'm wearing or something, do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was just mad. Like, so basically, she was even telling me what's happening in my uni and stuff like that. Like, I remember she was saying, there's a guy in your uni, and I was like, here we go. Like, you know, when you just think like, blah blah blah. She was like, oh, there's a guy in this uni, don't talk to him. They put him on assignment to come and destroy your life, blah 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 blah. And I was like, I don't even like, back when I was in uni, I didn't like chat to anyone. Like, honestly, I didn't chat to anyone. I lived at home and I had like a little boring life driving to uni, and I was like, blah blah blah. And then she was like, and I was like, what guy are you talking about? And then she was just like, you know, that guy he keeps moving to you. Like, she didn't say that, she was speaking in cheat. She was like, he keeps moving to you, but he doesn't know how to get to you, because she was saying how like I'm stuck up and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm not stuck up, I just have I don't like speaking sometimes, do you know what I mean? Like, and then she was actually, he doesn't know how to enter. And I was like, I don't know which boy you're even talking about, I don't know what guy. And then she was like, the guy. And I was like, I don't know. And then she was like, you know, the black guy. I was like, there's so many black, what are you talking about? Like, do you know what I mean? And so, and then she went, the guy with the car. And I was like, the guy with like the nice car. And I was like, what? And then she was like, that black fat guy with the nice car. And I was like, yay, it's him. I know who she was talking about. I knew who she was talking about. I was like, how does she know all of this? So like, blah blah blah. She was like, don't talk to him because he's trying to distract you. He's coming. And then she was saying things like how what's happening in the spiritual world, they want me to get pregnant so I don't get married, and just mad stuff. And she was saying how they've made assignments so lots of people want to sleep. It was just mad stuff. It was just mad stuff. And then she was saying stuff like that. And because what she's saying is like real, what's happening in your life, that's why you believe in her. So you give her this more power, more control. And then she then wanted us to do this random shit. She'd be like, okay, what you need to do, you need to put honey like all over your body. You need to drink pure fruit and stuff like that. You need to pray. You need to that. She's giving us that directions to do to like cleanse yourself, basically. Yeah, just like mad stuff like that. But because she was viewing your life, or like whatever, however she was doing whatever, and then she knew what was going on, that's why you gave her more trust and stuff like that. So, and then you gave her more power, like, do you know what I mean? Because you believe what she's saying. She'll say loads of things like that. She'll tell you what's going on in your life because she can see it, or whatever spirits are telling her what's going on in your life. It's like, so you gave her the trust, so you trusted her more because she's telling you what's going on, basically. But what they do is that, what she does is that she twists it. She'll tell you what's happening, and then she'll twist it for her own manipulation purposes, do you know what I mean? So she'll be like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this. And then she'll be like, oh, this, and then she'll just twist it into like money related. I remember, I'm a uni student. She was like, she'd be twist money, like, you need to do this, you need to go find a pastor and then give on the street and give her money. And like in Ghana, I think pastors on the street praying and giving you money. She was like, we don't have that over here, people don't really do that. She was like, okay, just send the money to me and I'll do it. I'll go and give it to a pastor on the street. And I'm like, but you're a pastor, like, do you know what I mean? Like, but she probably kept the money for herself. She did that a lot. And she was always in hospital, which is mad. She was always like, I'm in hospital. And she'll be like, yeah, I've been dry fasting, which is mad. It was mad. Yeah, so, yeah, how I knew something spooky was going on and wasn't right with her is through my dreams. Like, she'll be in my dream, and every time she was in my dream, something bad was happening to me. Something mad was happening. Like, just crazy stuff. Like there's someone that just tried to like, there's like mad 2 dreams that I remember because I woke up and I was like, oh, like literally like there was someone like trying to like, well, they stabbed me in the heart with this like metal thing, and then like it was just like, and then she was like just walking all weird like a spirit, and I was like, oh my god, I need help, and I was like trying to pray, and then she was there but she wasn't helping me. Like she would never, every time she was in my dream, something bad was happening to me, and she wouldn't help me. She just stand there, and I'm like, help me please, like pray for me. Like, do you know what I mean? But she wasn't doing anything. And then I remember there was another dream where it was like my eye was like basically like, you know, like the brown part of your eye was like coming out of my eye, like coming out, and it was just turning white, and I was in the bathroom and I was like, oh my god, what's happening to my eye, blah 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 blah. And then I go into my sister's room in the dream, and then she's there, and I'm like, oh my god, this is happening to my eye. She's just sitting there like, and I'm like, help me, like you're supposed to help me, but she weren't helping. So then I went into my mum's room, and then I started like doing prayer warrior in my dream. Like I don't even know where it came from, but I remember I was proper praying. And then like suddenly there was no one there, it was just me. Suddenly out of nowhere something hits the ceiling and then hits the floor and then like melts away, and I was like, OMG. And I remember I told this other pastor about it, and he was like, okay, it's basically they tried to attack you, but it didn't happen because when I prayed in the dream it failed. Like, and I was like, that's so creepy. Nobody was there. Like nobody was there. Then suddenly boom, hits the ceiling and hits the floor, then like perishes. And I was like, okay. And I was like, she's not helping me. Like I was like, this woman, she's not helping me, and like she's not helping me in my dreams. She's just coming in my dreams. She's not helping. She's just there, and every time something bad happens to me, like every time I get like spiritual attack in the dream, she's there but she's not doing anything. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like as if she's there to make sure it's happening. It was just mad. And then yeah, so there was loads of things like that, and I think because she was in our dream, she was telling us what's happening spiritually, that's why we gave her more control. Then she was sending us to do all this weird shit, send her money, go and do this direction, have you done this direction, I gave you this to do, you didn't do it, if you don't do it she knows you didn't do it. It was just completely mad. Like she could see everything was going on. And then I remember, am I still recording? Yeah, I remember, is this still recording? I remember she told my sister to do something mad. Like she had, you know, evaporated cartons of milks. She told her to drink it. First time she did it and she felt sick. I think she like threw up. She was like, what? Like she's like, it's not because this, I think she's trying to say, she was trying to say that, am I even allowed to say this? She was trying to say that my sister, they're trying to give her like witchcraft powers or something like that. And then we was like, oh my god, we need to purge it out of her. This woman's been saying this and this is true. So blah blah blah. Really she just causing, she lacked the control and she was just causing a divide in her family. So mum was like, hey, you need to drink this. So you know, we don't want the witches and the wizards to come into you, so you need to cleanse yourself. So my sister did it one time, it's because he like, and then she's like, no, I ain't doing this again, I feel sick, I'm gonna throw up, blah blah blah. And it's not because there's something in me, I'm drinking evaporated milk, do you know what I mean? And then she was like, ah, she needs to do it again. And then like, I think because she knew how my sister was reacting, because she was, dude, this woman is, she was hair, like, you know what I mean? She's in colour, but she is hair, like, it's it. So she's like, oh, she needs to do it again. My sister's like, I'm not doing it. And then my sister got like a bit angry with her phone. And this woman, she got angry because my sister wasn't doing it and she felt disrespected. So that night my sister sleeps. I think she had like a dream or something. She sleeps. So then she also has like, this is about me, but I'm just telling you this part of the story. That she woke up and then she had like bare scratches all over her body. And she was gone, it's her, it's that woman, she's the one who's done this. Yeah, she's the one who scratched my body. And I was like, you know what, yeah, I feel like it is too, like, do you know what I mean? Because yeah, oh yeah, let me tell you something. Not ever since I had that dream about that thing in the loft, my sister, she's like lives, her bedroom's like under the loft, and she's been saying she has scratches and some, I didn't even tell people that, I didn't tell them that dream. I think I told my mum the dream, I didn't tell her the dream. She says she can hear something in the loft, like she hears scratches, and then it's been a long time, we can still hear it. And I was like, if this is an animal, that was like 2 years ago, shouldn't it be dead? Like, shouldn't it be dead by now? And I'm like, I ain't going up there, I ain't opening the loft, do you know what I mean? Anywho, yeah, she wakes up with scratches on her body, blah 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 blah. There's so much information in my head. She wakes up with scratches on her body, blah blah blah. I started to feel a bit uncomfortable. And I remember asking, even when I saw this picture of this woman, I was like, it Don't look right. I know it's like don't judge a book by its cover, but when I saw her picture instantly I was like, nah mum. And my mum thought the same thing. She was like, nah mum. I'm like, it's because the manipulation of what she was seeing and telling us, which gave us the trust. But really and truly, when I saw her, I was like, man, she looks dodgy. Like, do you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. It is what it is. She's out of her life now. So I think she started to figure out that we was figuring it out, that she's a bit, leave it, yeah. So she started like talking to us less, distancing herself. And I remember, and then I had like a mad dream about her again. Like, because my mum's a prayer warrior. She prays. And then I had a dream. She comes to me in my dream. My sister that week as well had a dream. We like, I don't know, we like share dreams. Like, I had a dream about her, and then she was saying, she came like, she was like, I don't know, like, she was like angry, or she just came like, it was weird. She was like, it was weird. It was like she was in my room, but like in a dream, like, and it felt really weird. She was like, tell your mum to stop praying, tell your mum to stop praying. I was like, why would my mum stop praying? And she was like, it's too much fire, it's burning us, it's too much fire, it's burning us. And I was like, yeah, but isn't that what's supposed to happen? Do you know what I mean? So like, I was like, isn't that, so I'm not gonna tell my mum to stop praying. That's, why is it burning you? Like, do you know what I mean? And then my sister, that time, she had a dream when she was just like surrounded by lots of cats and all, just mad. And then that's when we realised, yeah, she went good. And then ever since that, I have trust issues, innit? I don't trust no pastor. Well, I do, but like, I don't give my trust in human beings. Do you know what I mean? Just read your Bible and pray to God, like, because everyone is out here. Like, the thing is, it can be good, and then people, I don't know, I think when they get all this little, I don't know, like, I think God gives you gifts sometimes, and I think when they get that gift, they start worshipping the gift more than God, and then they're like that, oh, I can do this, I can see this, and they start to summon different spirits that is not of God, and I think that makes them feel better. I don't know, but I don't put my trust in no human being, because people, even if you're good, they can change. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, this story is just mad. It's just a part of it, because that I feel like I'm comfortable to tell. Do you know what I mean? Not everything, but yeah. So that's my story about this fraudulent pastor. It's a little bit all over the place because there's so much going on. And I remember, like, yeah, that time, there's so much, like, I remember we all suddenly just got randomly ill, like, all of us, we just got mad ill, like, it was like two Christmases ago, I think. Oh yeah, because I met her. This is mad. This is 2017. It happened like 2017 to 2018, I think. Yeah, it was just mad. We were all just suddenly ill, and I remember my mum, she would say, oh my god, I ran out of, what's it called, storage, and stop filming. I just accidentally deleted the first part of the video, the first clip, but I'll just film that part again. What was I up to? Yeah, we all got madly ill, like, some Christmas time ago. Like, we got proper sick, like, that's when she was like speaking to us. We got ill, and then she was telling us to do all these directions. This has happened because of something, like, someone, like, it was basically because of this kid in this house or something like that brought this sickness upon us, so we had to do this directions it's giving us again, because she could see what she, basically my mum's trying to that, and then she could see like who she looks after, and she was like, oh, you got a little kid in your house, yeah, that kid is a witch that's brought this onto us, and stuff like that. So that's how, like, the trust and stuff was, like, built with her, because she can see what's going on, and then she uses it to manipulate. But really it's probably her summoning spirits into her house. And I can't, should I say this one? Basically she made us go in the no, I can't. Okay, I'll say details of this. Basically made us, oh my god. You know when you go to say it, like, it was just mad. I think that even my mum, she was getting a bit like, I don't want to do this, like, she was like, she told us to go into the garden at night. Like, and she was like, go into the circle and like hold hands, and then she made us like light things, but I'm not going to go into details about that, and I'm not going to go into details about that. Oh no, like, it's just a bit mad. Like, it's just a bit, when you look back in this week, we were so uncomfortable as well, but it's because, like, we trusted her, because she'll say, she sees you, she follows you through spirit, she sees what's going on, she uses that as the manipulation to make you do shit. But really, us doing that was probably summoning something else that she wanted to bring into this house or whatever. So anyway, yeah. And yeah, that time when I got a bit ill, like, I was just mad. Like, I was so sick. I don't get sick. I was sick for like 2 weeks. If I get a common cold, and then it'll last for like 4 days, and I'm fine. Like, I can do what I can do. But this sickness was mad. Like, oh, I was sick for 2 weeks, and like, it was like I wouldn't go, and then like all of us had it. We was all just like bare ill, like to the point, you know, when you feel like your bones is weak, you feel weak. Like I felt dizzy. I never get dizzy. Like I felt proper dizzy, and like I remember it was Christmas time, and like, you know what, I was always thinking like, oh, look at all this food we're about to eat. I feel bad, so I was like, let me go donate food to this food bank in this like church. So I was like, okay, let me go donate some food. I'm bare hot. I'm driving to donate this food. I come back, I donate it, I come back and I'm like, I'm so hot. It's winter, it's Christmas, and I'm like, I'm so hot, like, I can't even deal. I've got a fever, I'm hot, I can't take it. Like, I'm driving now, and like, I forget the brake, I forget how to brake. I'm like, my mind is gone, I forget how to brake. And then got into an accident, and like, instead of braking, like, I speed up. I speed up to drive into the stadium, but I didn't. And then I was like, oh, I panicked, but then she went zoom quick. If she didn't speed up, accident would have happened. But anywho. Yeah, so the lady leaves us now. I think she started to clock that we was feeling uncomfortable, and then like, I think because she could see what was gonna happen probably in the future, she's like, okay, it's time for me to depart my ways before they realise who I really am, sort of thing. So she started distancing herself. Like, you'd call her, she wouldn't answer. I'd be like, I'd have mad dreams, and I'm like, oh my god, mum, we need to talk to that person. I'm having mad dreams. Like, she told me that they want to give me cancer and stuff like that. And I remember my boob was hurting a bit. Like, you know, when people say things like that, and I'm like, oh, my tit feels weird. Like, I'm telling you, my tit feels weird. And like, I remember having like a dream where I couldn't move. Like, it was just mad. It was just mad. Anywho, she departs away, stops talking. Now she would be like a little bit. And then we realised who she was, and then there was other people confirming who she was, different pastors saying, yeah, that woman, she's a witch, you know, like, she don't consult good spirits. That's who she was. That's who she is. And I suppose, I think that's all I want to share. Yeah, because it was just a mad thing. So you think that was embarrassing, like, you know what I mean? But it was just using manipulation. And after that, I even felt like we became more aware of things and more, although it was bad, it helped us realise some things more. So yeah, so I guess this is the end of my story. This is the end of my story time. So bye.